Okay, welcome back everybody to now cranberry juice and art in the morning. We've moved on from coffee to another segment. And let me pull my hair up in a ponytail so I don't glue it because we're going to do some art cards. And you don't want to get matte medium in your hair. Just saying. Okay, thanks for being here. Get my, will somebody give Melody my email, please? Oh, that's right. Eileen is meeting with Patty. Yes, tell her we all said hi, Eileen. Eileen and Patty, I think, aren't y'all going to some kind of a mixed media retreat in Florida, Eileen? Or are you just meeting up with Patty? That's awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, so we're going to do some art cards. I do have at least one pack here of collage stuff with the box sitting on the floor next to me. I'm not going to pick it up and hurt my shoulder. So, yeah, I'm going to move this out of the way, and hopefully we will have enough focus here. Get a baby wipe ready. I'll get my matte medium out. So I'll probably do about 8. Just rang me just as this all about different things people do when they grow up. Oh, that's cute, Muse. She is working. Now she's working. Oh, okay, Eileen. All right, so let's go ahead and see how many we can. And I know it's probably going to flash out some, guys. Let's see if I can kind of move the camera up just a little so I can try to get as many. And until I start painting, it's probably going to be a little flashed out because of the white paper. Let's see if we can start with 8. I never can promise how many we'll actually get done on a show. That just depends on, you know. All right, that's a little crooked. There we go. That just kind of depends on how fast I paint or whatever. I need to get a piece of wax paper under this when I start gluing, though, because I don't want to glue my cards to the table. So, have some wax paper at the ready. Okay, so if y'all watch me do art cards, and again, I just give these out. I don't sell them. I don't, sometimes I have in the past made paintings based on them, but I just don't even have time for that anymore with everything else I do. But I still have copies. I have photographs of all my art cards, so if I do ever want to do paintings out of them, again, sometime in the future, these are kind of like my sketches for that, but I haven't had time to do any lately. That being said, the same process that I use in my mixed media collage art journal, whether I'm doing a 3x4 card, here, let me get one. I think this is the only 4x6 I probably have left, a 4x6 postcard, all the same process. I use golden matte medium for the glue and the kind of like a sealer, and I use Americana craft paints. I'll try to get us in focus here again, guys, when we start going. I use Americana craft paints for the paint, and I just use collage bits for bases to work off of, and then I give them away. And I have a lot of people on the waiting list to get one. So, if I tell you I'll put you on the waiting list for an art card, it may be weeks or months, because the only time I really have to make these now is here on stream. It's really the only time I have to make them. So we're taking a little bit of a time here to do that today. All right, so I've got a pile here of some mixed media stuff, or I should say collage stuff. And I'm just going to kind of flip through, and I start to build little worlds. And it could start with anything. It could start with just a piece of a flower, a building, a watch part. I haven't done flowers for a while. Let's try to do something with flowers. I rarely put people in them. Occasionally I do, because everybody else said, can you put some people in it sometimes? So sometimes I do. But I really don't put very many people in my collage mixed media, because I feel like if I'm the viewer, I'm the one in there. It's not the person that I might put in there. It's it's a scene for you to be in. So if I put things in, it's an animal, a bug, a butterfly, a bird, a flower, something like that to make it kind of be alive. But yeah, so let's see here. I'm going to try to, let's see, here's a pretty, might pick part of this flower. And I always say to, if you're going to glue things down that you're going to paint into a scene, there's just different, well, I don't want to get into the reverse collage book that we started on Monday because I don't want to confuse anybody. If you're going to paint in something, if you're going to paint the scenery, paint your imagery into the scene, it's best to have a torn edge to blend, although it just depends on if you're going to have an edge showing or, well, I've gone over it and over and over that. I think you'll get the idea about that. But a torn edge is easier to blend with paint. That's where I'm going with that, okay? So I'm going to just pick a few little bits here. And I do want the sharp edge of these petals, although they might get blended in too. You can still blend in your cut edges, but it's easier. It's easier to blend torn edges with paint than it is cut edges. Okay. I think I'll go with this. Maybe like this. Maybe a watch part. Let me get, I just pulled some watch parts. What do I do with them? So if you have any questions, put them in caps. Bye, Northern Lights. Thanks for coming in. Anybody else popping in and out? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Dragon Slayer. This other half on another bit. So we'll try to get crack-a-lack in here. We'll go kind of with the flower theme. Sometimes I'll go with a color theme, and that, especially when I'm doing it on here on a stream, if I do a color theme, sometimes it's easier because it's just easier to do a whole bunch of them when we have all the same color going on. But if you have any questions, put them in caps. Let's see, it's a purple one. This is a little big for that. I'm not liking it. It's too big for that bit. Here's some purple ones again. So anyway, yeah, I've got a lot of people that have asked me for some art cards, and I just haven't. And they say, well, am I still on the list? As long as I have your address. If I don't have your address, I can't promise you you're on the list. If you haven't emailed me your address. But if I have your address, I have an art card list. It's just a matter of making them. Okay, here's some more purple. There's some of that more of that pink. I do kind of like that. Let's just kind of cut that out a little bit. I don't like that yellow. So I'm just starting with flowers, kind of pink and purple. It is a little easier when I do a whole bunch to have a color theme. These are some pretty bits here. Maybe a little bit of that. Hey, Carrie. How's the furry family? Some pets have adopted Carrie. Can't say that she adopted them, but they have adopted her. Oh, that's kind of too much red in that one. Don't really want red. There's a big purple. That's too big for an art card. I'm flipping through some pictures of flowers, guys. Amen. Do I address things again? You're welcome, Brene. Bryn Renee. Ah, here we go. These are cute. I like these. I like this. I like that flower. There's another one. We'll see how that goes. I usually end up with a lot of blue, sienna, yellow ochre, because I love those colors. So I'm going to try to go with pinks and purples today. Pinks and purples. And I'm just trying to get enough here to do 8 cards. All right. Okay, that needs more. Could use something else. And too happy and sad. Okay, so there's some flowers now. I want some watches on, a little bit of watch. Because remember, I'm not doing these all for myself. I'm doing them for giveaways. So I kind of like my themes. I like my usual themes of time. See, when things like this happen, you just can't plan that. See how that stem goes right into the watch hands? You just can't plan that stuff. You just can't plan it. No, I like it on top better like that. Yay for purple and pink. Yeah, something different, you know. Because I always pick colors I like, and you know, some mix it up a little. All right, let's see. Let's get some more. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more watches. Here's one here. Cutting these watches out. I'll tear it in half. I'll get some marbles out for some planets or something too. All right, let's see. Maybe that. No, actually, I like it this way, I think. You just can't plan it. Oh, brother Terry. That's right off the cob. No, that was pretty good, actually. Plan it. Okay, now let's see. I don't want this one as red in it. I don't want red. Don't want blue. Let's see here. Flipping through the collage bits. Try not to take too much time digging. Okay. I know I got some more. A little house bit might be good. Come back here. Don't fly away. All right, let's see. There's some rocks. These are like, oh, but they're blue. I'm trying not to go to my same colors. Trying to go with some different colors. So let's focus on not blue. All right, let's see. A little bit of house. It's a little bit of a house thing here. Cut the blue off. Try not to go with blue. Let's see if we can make us some little sceneries here. So instead of watches on that one, what else do I have? If you have any questions, just ask. Hey, Sarah. It's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome. Okay, I don't want, well, it's a little bit of green. Maybe some trees there. Trying to keep it. No, I'll go toward blue if I do that. Let's move this out of the way. I'm getting a start here. All right, let's see. Trying to find some blue and purple. June school schedule. Oh, your schedule, school schedule. I gotcha. Yeah. Okay, got it. It comes first for sure. Looking for some more purple and pink. Purple and pink. There's orange. Trying to force myself to go with new colors. There's some purple. Getting a little crowded here in the corner. Yeah, I got a lot of mods up there. Somewhere there twice for pop-out chats. Good one, Terry. Good one. Getting a little crowded here in the corner. Okay, I'm not seeing any. Well, there's a pink. Okay, there's a pink. I was looking for like a pink or purple marble. Do a couple of planets, you know, with some marbles. But they're all in my blues and greens. And so here's a pink one. Let's see, let's go with that. It takes me a minute, guys, to kind of, you know, dig through my collage bits. I mean, I want them to be nice. I don't want to just, I mean, I know I can do them pretty fast, but I still want them to have a little story. Goes to the other, beloved ghost goes to the other corner. Oh my goodness. All right. There's just not a lot of pink, and I guess I have to paint my own planets. Okay. Oh, this one might be a good one. Or a bit of it. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cut the blue off because I don't want the blue. It's too red. It looks red now that I put it on here. Look pink in the book. Now it looks red. That's not going to work. Okay, so that's, put that one aside. Let's see. Oh, guys, I'm digging. Trying to dig through my collage stuff without picking this box up. All right, let's see. Let me come over here. If I pick the box up, I'll be sorry. All right. We're getting there, a little at a time. That's a piece of red. Don't want red. Here's a bigger pink. Flipping through the collage bits. All right, here's a little bit of neutral. Let's get some neutral colors here. Oh, I don't know what that's from, but there's some good color right there. Purple. Ooh, here's some purple flowers. I think I got enough flowers, though. So I'll pass by the flowers. But I do like me some of this. Let's see. because it gives me some background. I think I like it this way to paint in. Had a lot full of cat. Here's some rocks. Again, though, I'm tempted if I go in here with this, I'm going to go with the yellow ochres, and I'm trying not to do that. Try not to do that. Let's go with this. If it hangs off the edge, that'll be trimmed off, so that doesn't ever matter if anything hangs off the edge. But I do need some more. I mean, I can paint in. I'm just trying to put as much collage as I can, so you can see how you have something to work with. Let's see. To play with, to start, you know, just like we did the abandoned book. It had that's kind of purple. It has, you know, imagery to start with. Well, I'm having, you know, when you do an art card like this or a collage card, you have to get it yourself, which is what I'm trying to do. Oh, here we go. All right, now we're talking. I think I see some purple and stuff in here. Do I want that there? No, I kind of like it here. All right, there's an extra bit there. I think it needs to go the other way. It needs to go this way. And if you're watching this recording and this is boring to you, just fast forward. Right, Sassy Jean? Just fast forward. One of these days I'm going to use her. I love her. She's just awesome. I've got two girls I've been holding on to, her and her. And I need to use them. I need to use them in my abandoned building thing. Ah, here we go. There's a little bit of pink and purple. Alrighty. Let's see, where do I need some? Can use a little there. It's just a little bit of color. It's just a little bit of something, something, you know? A little bit of purple. And it doesn't have to go the way you tear it either. I think I'll go with that right there. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this for some reason. I think I'll go with this, 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 and this. Okay, I'm almost got enough to get to gluing. I don't like to rush it too much, you know. I mean, sometimes I do, but I don't really. Oh, more purple. That's what I'm looking for. Don't want it here. Don't want it there. Don't want it here. I like that. Like the collage. Yeah, it's out of my comfort zone, Vicky, to use purple. I mean, you know, like, look, that's just awesome right there. But I am filling up the spaces pretty quick. Oh, my phone's ringing. I must have left it. Where did I leave my phone? Downstairs? Oh, well. I'll get it now. I hear my phone ringing in the other room. Must have left it downstairs when I went to get juice. it rings again, I'll go get it. But, all right. Oh, here we go. Some more purpley stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick this and I'm going to go with it. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking that. Okay. I got enough here, I think, to start. Oh. All right. So, look, I got these leaves. I got some rocks. So with this and all this, we're good. So what I'm going to do is slide all this up out of the way. Put down some wax paper. And instead, I've shown y'all this before, instead of trying to take everything off of a card and put it, just take another card and work on it. Then you can like move things over rather than trying to, slide everything off and put it all back on. If you leave it on the original card and just get another card, you can see, you can just move it over. All right, so let me get some matte medium. Okay, and I'll show it again. I use golden matte medium for my glue and like my sealer, but it's in a dish soap bottle so that you can just squeeze out what you need like that. All right. And I got to get a glue brush. Get a little one for my art cards. Fairly little one. Here we go. Okay. And all my glue brushes do stay in water. They're the only brushes that I do leave in water. All right, so let's get to crack-a-lack, and then I just have a card here to scrape everything down. Your fast forward is broken. The video's not. Oh, brother Terry. Okay, so I'm going to put a coat over the whole card. And like this one doesn't have a lot in the background, so if I want a little bit more in the background, I'm going to just pull off of this purple over here. And again, you want to put it on the back of the piece, on the card, and over the top. And don't ask me why, but it does matter if you put it on all three places so that it doesn't wrinkle. Take a card and kind of smooth it down. And just keep working on building up your layers. This. Okay, so I got, and then just smooth it all out. And again, I'll cut this excess off here in a little bit. Need a better card. That one's kind of floppy. Here we go. One of my Apple cards here. A little bit better. Like this. Okay, and again, I'm going to cut this off and then we'll paint things in. So in the meantime, I'm going to move it over here to my other wax paper. And I got that blank card to start the next one. And it's when you start painting everything in that you really start getting a little story going. But you have to have this first to have something to start with. I think I want this watch on here first. Like this. And then the flower right there. Your smart butt gets you in trouble. That's why you're Terry Trouble, Terry. But we love you, Terry. Like that. So let's set that one aside. Pull this one. Get all 8 of them slapped together a little bit before we start painting in a world. And again, it was a little different for me to go with pink and purple. It's not my usual colors. Again, we'll trim them all off here in a minute. Gotta go. Bye, Terry. Go take care of that wing. Don't overdo. You're just getting it feeling better. See if we can get a few of these done anyway. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you can see. I'll try to maybe zoom in a little when I go to do the painting. But at least you can see all the gluing right now. And then get me a baby wipe. Try to keep some of the glue off my hands. And this is starting to get a little too much there, so let's come over here. Whoops. Okay, set that aside. This one's starting to get a little sticky, so I'm just going to do that. I know y'all seen me do all this a whole bunch of times, but it's the same process to keep making them to give away. Whoops. I made the mistake of using some Liquitex Ultra Matte Medium you found in your stash. Super chalky. Yeah. Different medium. I mean, I can't say I've tried every medium. I mean, every, matte medium there is. Some are chalkier, some like gessos. There's some that are grittier than others. So yeah, it's a trial and error. That's why when I tell you that I use my golden matte medium, it's a tried and true product. It is. And nobody's paying me to say that, and they don't sponsor me or anything, but I'm just saying it's awesome. It's awesome. This one's kind of sparse, but we'll put a world in there. Put some mountains and clouds and space and planets. All right, we've got one more here to... I never did use some of this tree bit, or this little bit of leafage. Let's try to throw a little bit of that in there because I like it. It's got a little purple to it. Oh, there's my mailman. Let's see if they get out and bring me anything. Or if they're just going to drop off in the mailbox. Sometimes in the... No, I think she's just driving off today. Okay, let's see. I think I want that tucked under. There we go. Okay, so we got them all with something on them. I can throw away this. Save that. Put my glue brush back in the water. Done with the matte medium. Okay. It's my view that everything golden is awesome. Yeah, that's true, Dorothy. Everything golden is awesome. It's not cheap, but it's awesome. That's for sure. Okay, so now, I don't care if paint gets on here. I just don't want to, I didn't want to glue these together. I mean, glue them, you know, to there. So, you know, I have my little bit of wax paper here, but if I get paint on the paper here, that doesn't bother me. I just don't want to glue them down. All right, so let me go ahead and hit them real quick with the heat gun. Then I'll trim them up and we'll start painting. So, heat gun. All I will say is Mod Podge is, well, for me, now, Mod Podge might not be so bad on an art card or something like that, but if you're going to use it in a journal that you're going to close the book on it, you're risking it gluing itself together. I know there's different things you can do to make them not stick, but I just know that if I use my golden matte medium, it won't. So, yeah. Heat gun. Okay, there's a little edge there that I missed. So I already put away my, oh, here it is. Right? There it is, a little bit on my finger right there. It's a little bit of an edge I missed. Okay. And they're really almost already dry. Again, there's another little bit that I missed right there. Getting a little bit of a hurry. We're a little flashed out, guys. I'll try to get the light to sit down a little bit once we start painting. I just want it dry enough so that I can trim the edges. Let me get my Timmy scissors here and just turn it over and trim the edges. Anything hanging over the edge. And what I do, the cardstock is not, you know, it's probably about a 90 weight. It's not real thick, but it's enough because by the time I glue my images, put paint on it, I paint the backs black, then I varnish them. By the time I'm done with all that, they're nice and thick. I'll try to at least get all the way through to the varnish stage of one or two. I try to do that just so y'all can see a completed one. Okay. That one doesn't have anything hanging over. Hey, Darkin lady, how you doing? We're just making a little bit of art cards here. And then I'm getting out of the house. Okay, what did I do there? Why is that? I've never had a bubble like that. Did I? Oh, you know what? I probably have left the heat gun on it too long. Got a bubble in that. That's weird in the cardstock. I think I was watching chat and left the heat gun on it too long. It'll be okay because I'm going to paint the backs anyway. So, yeah. Heat guns are hot, that's for sure. It's not like a hairdryer. All right. But I just turned it over. There's a bubble right there, but I think I flattened it out. Okay. And that's just extra. Okay, so. Okay. For anyone in the UK, Hillary Betty does a matte medium that is independently outsourced, which is brilliant. She uses it on her quilts. Thanks, Dorothy. So if you're in the UK, it's called Hillary Betty, Bettie. Okay, so time for some paint. Let's get out a little tray here. Get some of those loose bits off. All right, so let's look at what colors we might want. Okay, so I know I want some kind of a pink. I think I want the light pink, just a baby pink. What's this called? Petal pink. So I'm going to pull out my colors I'm going to use. And then this is the base coat. This is a base coat of colors that gets rid of the white and kind of makes everything start blend together. Then I go in and paint in details like stars, planets, water, waterfalls, you know, anything else like that. But I start with getting rid of the white and start to make everything cohesive. Okay, then I want some dioxazine purple, a little bit of gray. I'm going to try to ignore that little bit of blues that I have. I'm trying to stay away from the blues. There's some gray, some black, some white. And this is the new Americana labels. This is what they look like now. They have deco art right at the top, whereas before they had the little deco art down here. Now they've changed the label to have it right here, but it's just the plain Americana. That's just a new label. It doesn't say gloss. It doesn't say satin. Okay, so black, white, those three colors. Where's my baby whites? What else do I want? Maybe just a little bit of a bright green. Irish moss. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, there we go. We're going to go with those colors. Might add some more, but for right now. Okay, so what I usually do is I just pick one and I start blending, getting rid of the white and start blending in a story. Okay, I can just kind of start visualizing something going on. All right, so I'm going to start with black, like I usually do. And this is where the torn edges is beneficial, because the torn edges, as opposed to, see where it's a cut edge right there? It's not, got to kind of work it in behind a cut edge. Whereas if it's a torn edge, like right here, you can just go right over. You can go right over a torn edge. Now here's where the golden matte medium is so awesome. You can see where I can just go over anything. Well, because it's coated with golden matte medium, I can take my baby wipe and I can completely wipe every single bit of that away. You see? So that is what is beneficial about the golden matte medium. Okay, so I'm just going to blend and wipe and just get it where I want it. And I might add a little bit of gray and just kind of make us some little landscapes. Now, when you see me do this kind of thing on top, it's thick. Okay, it's thick. That's not a little bitty bit of paint. That's thick right there, which means it takes a little longer to dry, but it's that's a thick coat. Okay, let me get in here with some white. And then you get some in some place you don't want, you just wipe it off with a baby wipe. And I just kind of play and make me a little scene. I just start working in a little scenery there. Now that's just the base coat. I don't like that little bit of orange right there. It's got a little bit in the watch hands though, so maybe I can leave it. All right, I'll leave it for now. So there's just the base coat. That's like taking something like this and getting rid of the white and starting to blend in, make it a little world. Like that. And then I set this aside while I work on the next one. And you go through a lot of baby wipes. I mean, you can almost go through one baby wipe per card. So, you know, and I use the Huggies brand. Natural Care, not the scented, not the soapy, not the aloe, not just the plain old called Natural Care Huggies. I could not believe I could wipe back with my homemade clear gesso. Yeah, well, any it's a sealer, you know, it's a sealer, and you can wipe it. Yeah, you can wipe it back. I'm not saying even you might even be able to do it with Mod Podge, but you have to have it coated with something. A clear gesso would probably work just as well. The thing I love about Golden Matte Medium is it's not sticky. I can use it in my art journals, and as soon as it's dry, I can close those journals and they'll never stick. Now, I can't guarantee the kind of paint you use won't stick. I use craft paint. If you use like artist grade paint that has a sheen to it and you use that in an art journal, it might stick. But it's not your Golden Matte Medium that's making it stick. So, yeah. Okay, so back to this. I'm going to go in here with some gray and some white, a little snow scene here. But this is the kind of thing you just got to play with. I like using my fingers because I can just kind of, you know, it's just, I like it. I like playing with paint with my fingers. But you can do the same thing with the brush. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, I want to get some gray up here in this sky. Go right over those flowers, right over that sky. I want some purple over here. A little more gray. And while it's wet like this, you can just do so much with it. You can just do so much with your paint. And just, you know, move it. And I think I want a little bit more white up here in this sky here. I think I'll have a little bit of maybe, and I just go from finger to finger here. Just have a little bit coming, and I just keep wiping off the excess off on my baby wipe. No, I used artist grade, but it was on a color page. You mean artist grade paint? Yeah, I'm talking about the paint. If you use artist grade paint, and I can't swear by every single paint in the whole world. Come on, guys. Alrighty. That's why I always tell you guys to test. Test everything. See what works. Because I'm not an expert. I just tell y'all what I've used, what works for me. You know. I always tell you, I'm not an expert at it. I'm not a teacher. I'm just demoing what I've learned works. Okay, so I'm going to keep moving these little mountains here. A little bit of purple, a little bit of gray. I'm going to have watch hands coming right across there anyway. Put a little bit of mountain. Okay, let's get up here on the top. A bit of pink. This, I didn't cut that edge very clear right there. I need to trim that edge. A little bit of sky bit going on here. It's like a little flower castle back there. So there's just a start. That's just a base coat, okay? I'm just going to move on to all 8 of them. Yeah, as soon as I get done with this, it's time for me to get out of the house. For some reason, that one with the house is one of your faves so far. This one, Vicky? Just trying to, right now, get rid of the white of the card. Bring down some little landscapes. Might need a little black down here, I think. Balance that out. I just kind of imagine walking into this. Going shopping later, beloved ghost. Yeah, I need to get out of the house. I'll go to Hobby Lobby. It's like 2 miles from my house. It's not like that's really going out, but it's getting out. You know what I mean? It's getting out. I think I'll go with the purple down here. And some, like the purple, a lime green, red, yellow, sometimes they're translucent. So see how it's not like covering it in one stroke there? So you might have to let it dry and add another coat if you want it, you know, completely covered there. But I think I'm going to carry up some pink here. A little black to that purple, and then put the purple on top of the black. Okay. See how quickly your baby wipes get. All right, 2 more, guys. Another baby wipe. Thanks, everybody, for being here, stopping in. All right. I'm going to try to really get rid of that blue, turn it purple and gray, because I'm trying not to go with blues today. So I'm going to go with gray, purple, and pink. And I just keep wiping my fingers and the areas here. Have seen YouTube video about Hobby Lobby. Would love to see it, but Germany. Oh, they don't have Hobby Lobbies in Germany? Yeah. Yeah, I've got a Hobby Lobby 3 miles. What's it, about 2.5, 3 miles from my house, and I have a Michael's 5 miles. The bookstore's 5 miles. Yeah. It's, you see why I don't get out? If I get out too much, I'd be broke. So I'm just getting rid of the white. Well, this is the last one. I want to dry them, and let's see. I think I'll go with a little. Do I want a little purple mountain there? Maybe a little behind there. A little down here. Da 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 da. Just get some color on there for now. Okay. See? Another baby white. Alrighty. Get some of the excess paint off my hands. And we'll dry this, and then we'll do a little bit of detail. So yeah, so if you've been on the art card list for a while, you might be one of the ones that get one of these. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, he's gone. A little bit of black right there. I'll try to zoom in another click, guys, here in a minute. And it'll probably be less flashed out, too. Let's see. Yeah, I know. It's a little different on the colors today. Pinks and purples and grays. Almost like that one better this way. Okay, now they're probably not 100% dry yet, and this one I need to trim. Let me trim this one up just a little. Right along that edge. I didn't quite get it. There we go. All right, let's see if we can zoom in and focus a little better. Give me my sherry card. Come on. Come on. Focus. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do, let me show you them all first. See, that one came up a little bit right there. I didn't quite get that glued down. Let's put a little bit of Eileen's tacky behind that bit. You gotta cover it with the matte medium or it won't glue. Okay, so let me show you the ones we've got. just the base coat so far. Yeah. Okay, so let's just work on one at a time here. Okay, it's still got a little bit of wet there. I just have to kind of play with it. All right, got my baby wipe, got some pencils, got some markers. And see, again, this is the leftover paint. This is what you want to throw into one of your, in one of your journals, is this. So you don't waste it. See, when I'm sitting here, and I'll use a little bit of it as we go, but it'll dry out before I, end up putting it in a journal. All right, so let's see. Let's just start with this. Start with maybe a Posca or a gel pen, a pencil or two. I'm going to get some lavender, some pink. Purple and lavender. Let's get just some random colors. Well, they're not random. They're the colors we're using. All right, let me sharpen these real quick. Y'all got any questions? Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm liking the colors too, just for something different, instead of my usual blues and yellows and purples and, ochres and same ones. Okay, so I need black too. Black. Okay. All right, so let's see what we can do here to make us a little world. I'm going to have to probably set it down part of the time so I can put some pressure on the card. I try to hold things up in the air when I can. But I'm just going to go back and forth. Maybe I should splatter. It's probably quicker. Let me go ahead and splatter some white stars. It's quicker to splatter than to dot. So I'm just going to put out a little bit of white paint. Wet it, squirt some water on it. Get a loose brush. Let's see. There's a gray too. I like that. All right. It's quicker to splatter stars than individually dot them when I'm in a hurry. So that's what we're going to do. That's too big. Let's don't get in that big a hurry. Yeah. I think I got too much water. I might need just a little more paint. Gonna splatter lightly. Like that. It's just quicker than trying to dot each one when you're in a hurry. Because I know right where I'm going to want them pretty much. I can always add more. Can always add more. I haven't decided if I like this one going this way or this way yet. Probably that way. Can I get them all? Oh, here's it. Love the watch with the inverted flower, amethyst and crystals. Yeah, it can be a lot of things. See, that's the thing. I can see one thing. You might see something else. That's what I love about, this kind of thing. Is because you can see so many things, and it's like what's inside that person is what you're going to see. Now, I do need to dry this. Where's the one I started to work on? Okay. See, I got that one too wet, so the stars went bye-bye. All right, let me kind of set them up here so I need to dry them, otherwise I'm going to be, what do you call it, smearing them like I just did that one. We're going to cover some of those up. Can you can you peel the leftover paint of the pound? Use, yeah, I've given away a lot of the peeled up paint. Let's see if I got one that's perfectly dry here. Yeah, the paint skins. Yeah, I don't use them because I don't have any really thing to use them with. Let me see if I can find one that's got a lot of paint on it. Maybe this one. I got hundreds of these. I actually threw tons of them away when Denise was here. She was going, Mom, you don't need 100 of those. So it's just getting it started. Once you get it started, you can peel the whole thing off. Well, if you're careful, you can get it all. And the back side is what's cool. See the back sides? They look very cool. And you can do a lot of collage and things with them. I just don't. But yeah, see how the back is flat and shiny? It's like, here's the front, look. But look at the backs. See how cool they are? I've given away a lot of them because I don't use them. Okay, where was I? All right, let's see. Let's go back to this one, this little planet here. Got a little too much star thing going on there. I didn't finish drying either. Got a little too much there. Let me dry that again. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. Yay. I sent these paint. Yeah, I did, since Suzanne was one of the people that wanted some. I sent her a whole bag full. I don't know what she did with them yet. Maybe she'll show us something she's done with them. So you can kind of see here. So some of these little dots I didn't like or kind of messed up. I'll just paint them. I mean, I'll just color them out. And I might want a couple extra little plants. Let's put a purple. Let's put a pink. Could do a little, the little Saturn moons. Those are always kind of cool. Yeah. Do a little gel pen. It's a little thinner. With a dark purple. And this is where all the fussy time, this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of doing these is this stuff. This little bitty stuff like this. It's the most time consuming and the funnest for me. Beehive hairdos. I think you told me that before. So I just can't imagine, I guess. Beehive hairdos. Need my gray. Here's my gray. Okay, I'm kind of liking the swirl of that. Maybe I'll bring some of that up. So this is the kind of stuff that you kind of see as you go along. I almost need a little tiny paintbrush here. Let's see. Is that one going to be small enough? Probably not. I need a thicker paint. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing with it. And this is the, like I said, this is the part that takes the longest. The detail you want to spend in it. I think I want that all black down here. All right, gotta dry. I think I want some purple watch hands. So I'm going to have to first do the white and then go over it with purple. I think I'll have 3. This Posca's almost run out. And when that dries, or when I hit it with the heat gun, then I can go over it with purple. Gotta make sure it's dry though, otherwise you'll just scrape it right off. All right, let me dry it. Thanks, Linda, or Laura. Linda. Thanks, Linda. All right, now maybe that's a purple. I can have that be the shadow. Then go over with the pink. I might have to go back in there with the white too. Should have sharpened this. Wasn't quite sharp enough. If any of you guys here in the chat haven't got one before and want me to put you on the art card list, again, it may be weeks, maybe months before you get one, because I only make like 6 to 8 at a time. Okay, maybe the gel pen might be a little thinner here. So I want a little bit of a glow on that. It needs a little bit more white, and I think that my Posca's preventing me from getting on that. Let me go back to the Posca. I have to get some pins that are not almost run out. Okay, you have to email me, Suze. You have to email me. If one of the girls will put my email in there. You have to email me with your address and tell me your screen name too, because I won't know who you are if you put your real name if it's not your real name. Okay, so I might just put a couple. Yeah, this one's almost done for, I think. Almost run out. That Posca. Okay, so I'm going to call that one done. Well, I'll although it could use a little bit of a cloud glow there. Could use just a little bit more of a pencil. Whoop, wait. There we go. Something like that. Okay. So this is where we're headed. That's where we're headed. So I might have time for one or two more, but I do want to show you what I do with them. I paint the backs black, but I usually do that after the varnish. I varnish them and then let the varnish dry, because if I paint the backs black now, I don't varnish the backs. I leave them the flat black matte. But if I put the flat black, acrylic paint on the back, and then I varnish it on the front, and some of that varnish gets on the back, it'll be shiny. You'll have your little shiny bits. And I like it to be nice on the back, although sometimes, it gets on the back and it's like, oh well. So then what I do to varnish them is I use Delta Ceram Coat Gloss Exterior Interior Varnish. And you don't need much. And this is probably about $10 for this bottle. But it goes a long, long, long way. Do the one with the house. Okay. I got this one with the house and this one with the house. I got these two with the house. You mean this one or this one? The pink or the purple? Okay, so I just take the card and I just put a dollop in there about the size of a nickel maybe. Like this. And I just take my finger and I roll it around and then just flatten it out to the edges. I use color pencil on here, so you don't want to be rub, 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 rub. You'll rub the color pencil off. Okay. If you just do a couple swipes, you're going to be okay. And that's it. See how shiny it is? And it'll dry clear. It's a little milky. It'll dry clear. And yeah. Then you have a glossy varnish card. So that's that. And once you varnish it, that's pretty much all. You can't really put anything on top of the varnish. The pink one with the snow. Okay, we'll do that one. Let me just quickly show you the other ones because we won't have time for them all. This is just the base coats, remember? This is just the base coats. And you can do them either, don't be afraid to turn things around. This just has a base coat on all these. And a little splattering of stars. All right, so we'll do this one. Yeah, Vicky's. I'll send happy mail to everybody telepathically. All right, so I think I'll get a little bit of purple here. I think I want to plant it right there, purple one. Okay. Maybe just even a little bigger. Maybe just a dab of pink in there. All right. I don't like the orange over here, so I'll probably get rid of that. Keep a little bit of the pink, but I don't want that orange in there. I think I'll have some, I might have this come up like this. Gotta kind of let it, gotta do it in stages. Let me dry this. dry enough. I also don't want to bubble the card again, right? I gotta, hang on, I gotta find, is this one open? There we go. That other one was just like run out. I keep fighting with it. I'm going to put some pink through there too. Let's go right up to the edge here. Let me get a smaller brush here. Turn out great. The colors are not the yeah, I know they're not the normal colors I use, are they? It's a little flashed out there, guys. Okay, let's go back in here with the gray. I want this to cross over. If you're not sure if you can get it round, where's my, use a thing to make sure. This is what I told Jean she needs. One of these. Something to do something round. I forgot what it was Jean was trying to do one day. She couldn't get something round. Jean, we need to send you one of those plastic round things. Templates. But you gotta kind of let it, you have to dry it in between, otherwise you're going to be just messing up what you just did. All right, let me dry that before I put the white on there. Thanks, Vicki. Now with the star, it is more beautiful. Thanks, guys. Just, gotta not be afraid. Use your imagination and play. Don't tell me you don't have an imagination, because you're a liar. You have an imagination. I think I'll have to get in there with some paint on that. Might have to get in some paint. All right, let's see. Let's get in there with let's go with the purple then. Maybe I need purple back in there. I don't want to lose this little mountain thing right here though. So that's why I'm trying not to get too much purple on this back planet. But I might have to get it at least lavender back there. You can make these. Yeah, you can make Jean. Well, Jean knows how to use a cameo. Trust me, that girl's made her own stencils a zillion times over. She can make her own for sure. For sure. But I just tease her because she was like trying to use. She was trying to go around like a marker or something. I forget what it was now. And I've just had this probably 30 years. I don't even know how old this thing is. So, but yeah, I have a Cameo too. I could make my own stencils and templates. Okay, getting there. This is the part, like I said, this is the part that I enjoy being fussy with. I like to take my time. I like to get in here and do little details. But it's also time consuming. And when you're on a stream trying to do a whole bunch of these and you only get 2 or 3 done, it's like, sorry guys, that's all I got done. You know? Sorry. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think I want a little, let me do it with paint. I want a little world back here. Whoops, too much water in the brush. Okay, let's see if I can do this like I imagine. Okay, let me dry it. Never use your Cameo. Good grief. Girl! Never used your Cameo. Okay, now. Put a little bit of something up in this mouth. It's easy to not want to stop, but I gotta stop. Kind of a little foggy, misty something right there. Let me do that with the. There we go. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, I think I'll stop, although I kind of want to get that little cloudy, misty thing coming across the roof there. There we go, that's better. Your clothes, it's Terry, there's so many online YouTube videos on how to use your Cameo. Oh my gosh, really? Really? Okay, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so we got 2 done. Where's the other one? What did we do with the other one? Where's the other one we finished? Really? Oh, I forgot we varnished it and set it aside. So we got these two done. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have time for any more. It's already 12:45. Joycey, I guess Joycey comes on at 1, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. But this is what they look like when they're varnished. Let me varnish this one for you real quick. Again, just a little dollop. Don't need much. And just kind of roll it around and then pull it off to the edge. That's all it takes. And if you do an art journal page, this is the same stuff I use in my art journal, but I'll just use a foam brush. I can just use my finger and wipe it off like that quick, but you can use your foam brushes. Don't use a paintbrush because you'll have paintbrush marks. So there we go, guys. I'll work on these other ones and I'll take a picture of them. So yeah, if you might be getting one of these, I don't know how you do that. Thanks, guys. So let me see if I can kind of get them to color. I'll take a picture of it. I know it's a little flash out. Let me go ahead and back out. Maybe if I back out completely. There we go. And let's refocus. Gotta have some. I've moved my other thing out of the way, so let's see here. So there we go. You can see, there we go. Now you can see the color a little better. There. Anyway, there's the color. The color's showing up better. Thanks, guys. And thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Atomic glitter bomb, mushroom cloud. Carrie. So, yeah, these are the two we got finished. And I'll work on these other ones here. But I'm going to take a break and get out of the house. But I'll post these on Twitter when I get done, when I get back. And, yeah. Yeah. You can post links. Anybody that wants to post links, feel free. Any streamers or anything like that, feel free. Y'all can share your channels here. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the giveaways and the color book sampling thing and all that. And yeah, so we'll see you guys later. Bye.